Friday night in Austin, Texas. It's the NBA G League on Tubi. The Austin Spurs boast the best record in the NBA G League as we welcome you inside the HEB Center. Sioux Falls Skyforce, fresh off a loss down in the Valley, looking to find a win before completing this Texas two-step. When you talk about impact players for the Skyforce, of course, the affiliate of the Miami Heat, one man who comes to mind is that of Josh Christopher. Christopher, the former Arizona State Sun Devil, on a two-way contract with Miami and Sioux Falls.
Jamari Bouye
on the two-way, yeah. So there's a lot to keep up with if you're trying to keep up with the Austin Spurs player movement.
Strong take down low, utilizing that size from Williams.
Yeah, Scott King's Austin Spurs have just been getting at it. It's unreal.
And there's your answer straight away, as Nassir Little out of North Carolina against his fellow Tar Heel. 3-on-1 the other way. Lob above the rim, could not connect. Opportunity still alive, and the Skyforce come away with the points. Little and Williams able to help recover. Right down the heart of the lane, Nelson denied by Malik Williams. Williams at least 9 inches taller, and now Diallo rips the ball loose. And Mr. Williams didn't care for it. In his line of sight. Not the tallest obstacle we've dealt with. Williams up against Diallo, able to get it to go.
Win on a new team and be so willing to set you up with a mid-range jumper like that.
He was the NAIA Division II Player of the Year back when he suited up for Indiana Wesleyan. We saw him with the Lakers Summer League this past summer. Well, much of this season, Sioux Falls was alternating wins and losses. Right now, they're trying to snap a 2-game skid after they had a 3-game streak at home. Duke from the elbow. Sioux Falls has 3 men in the area, able to come up with the rebound. Daniels in for a closer look. Diallo with his second swan of the opening quarter. But instead of the two-pointer, ice in the veins, claims Nassir Little, as he knocks down the triple.
Well through that finish.
I mean, usually you'd see a smaller guard use the rim on a reverse, but that was not necessary for Jameer. Johnson, no look, dumped down. Washington lost the handle, and Sioux Falls still comes away with the bucket, courtesy of Caleb Daniels. Fourth ball game. Skyforce trying to get back to 500 here early in March. And that'll help. The triple goes down for Bryson Warren out of overtime elite. It doesn't wind up on the highlight reel. On the other end, no ankles harmed, but Christian Brown able to get the 2 to bank home, and this is your biggest discrepancy of the night. Warren had 24 points on Tuesday. Christopher, we mentioned, had 30. And offensive rebounding for Sioux Falls in this one pays off once again. Christian Brown.
Great effort by Sioux Falls on the glass.
Sioux Falls, just like Tuesday, going just 4 deep off the bench right now. In transition, numbers. As Brown, the beneficiary of that lob. Second quarter. Sioux Falls is led by as many as 8, trailed by as many as 4. Christopher with a step back. An offensive putback and a flex off from Malik Williams of Westchester. Christopher fires one out, open look from the corner. Good. Bryson Warren, forgotten about. Magic number for Sioux Falls is 107 points. When they give up 107 or less, they're 17-1 this year. Glass. Diallo able to effect this shot. Quentin Rose clobbered. And our crew chief, look, Sheree Mitchell went sprinting in there expecting something might escalate out of that. Glad to see nothing did. 10 to shoot here for Sioux Falls. Looking to tie it up before halftime. 53-53. Shot clock no longer a factor. Time it restarted. Did not give the team enough time to realistically get the ball up the floor. Williams, he's got 13 points to go with those 5 rebounds.
A little off balance on that.
Duke And intercepted by Williams, who puts that right paw up there. Snags it out of the air. Lob to the rim. It's Christopher with the flush on the alley-oop.
Christopher was only 1 of 6 before that from the field, so maybe getting an easy dunk like that will get him going.
Williams to Williams. Into Warren. Finally, someone on a different page of the phone book takes the shot. It's Nassir Little. You can see it really. Diallo probably guilty of a foul. Sioux Falls gets the bucket from Christopher. Alondis Williams goes right at Diallo, comes away with the bucket, and it's going to be slow to get up.
He might not be able to sprint for a little while, Lincoln.
Spurs tied for the best record in all of the G League, not just the Western Conference. A nice confident stroke coming out of the break there from Warren. Sioux Falls' career back on Tuesday down in the Valley against RGV. Christopher determined to get to the rim.
For 3 points, part of the 8 free throws that have really helped create this tight game.
Caleb Daniels gets the steal and the finish on the opposite end. Daniels providing a spark, putting Sioux Falls up by 2. Three minutes to go here in the third. Christopher down to Little with an emphatic slam. No sticky feet that time for the Tar Heel. Got up in a hurry. And again, a determined Trey King against his former team.
A lot of their really good players just be taken away by NBA teams taking notice.
Mangas has the ball stripped away. Up ahead to Daniels, looking for another transition score off the turnover.
Really great deceleration there by Daniels.
Here is Warren. Here's Christopher. That's a three-pointer for Josh Christopher. And a nice little look off there by Alondis Williams. Johnson goes down to Osayo Sifo. Out to Williams, who's due. Second three-pointer on 7 tries tonight. He's got 16. As that prompts the timeout for Austin. Sioux Falls with a 4-point advantage early in quarter number 4. Second half by 5. A 4-point ball game as we speak. Williams looking to go back-to-back on triples. Oh, yeah. Who's got the hot hand now?
I said at the beginning of the broadcast, hitting threes is going to be the key. It looks like a delayed game warning being issued here to Sioux Falls Skyforce, but
he started 1 for 5. Now 2 for his last 3, including the last 2. Again, with the mismatched shoes, it almost looks like he's just wearing a sock on one foot. 4-point lead. Empty-handed their last 2 trips down. See if they can pour in 3 more. Malik Williams. 22 points now. A double-double here in Cedar Park, and there is your double-double. 2-on-2 the other way. And everything going the way of Sioux Falls now. A 9-point lead, their biggest lead of the night.
Defense to offense, though, is Williams with a good outlet, and nice job by Johnson to score in transition.
Little creates some space. He's got 17 points to go with 6 rebounds. Back into the big man. As Williams made it uncomfortable. Something like Williams would go in for a close look like that. Nelson blows by, and Williams makes up for it with his wingspan. Timeout, Sioux Falls. They want to calm things down here. Inside of 4 minutes to go, clinging to a 4-point lead. Nelson, a level playing field now, 96-96. Williams to Williams. Unbelievable second half from Malik Williams. 5 3-pointers for the big man after starting 1 for 5. He is 4 of his last 5. Chance to make this a 2-score ball game. Williams, easier route that way.
Guards with back-to-the-basket game are dangerous.
Ooh, Nelson may have felt some contact that time that sent him down, but Williams cleaned it up with a block. Rode loses the defender, pulls Alston within 2. Kick out to Little in the corner. Rode with the rebound. A 2 to tie, a 3 to perhaps walk off a win. Timeout, Alston to talk it over. Mangus in for a closer look, takes it to the rim, won't go. Nelson to tie ball game. 0.2 seconds. Timeout, Sioux Falls.
It's going to be lob 2.
Of course, Alston, you cannot foul here. 4 quarters not enough between Alston and Sioux Falls. It's a race to 108 points. Ball game, but all free throws worth 1 point. Skyforce just need 5 more points. And again, the Skyforce are starting to like their chances of leaving Texas with an overtime win. Ingram with 2 to shoot. All right. Do you give Malik Williams a chance to knock down to 3 to walk it off?
I keep him on the perimeter, but since you're playing with the lead, just go for the 2. Go with the higher percentage look.
Williams, well, thought he was tied up by Mangus. They'll stay here with Sioux Falls. 4 to shoot. Christopher sidesteps. 3-pointer is good. That's your ball game. It takes a minute for it to sink in with some folks. Skyforce aren't going to be back, so they give some gestures to fans, waving goodbye.
And right as I say, Josh Christopher not really feeling it from behind the arc. Ends the game with his second made 3 on the game. 2 of 8 doesn't matter because he calls game. And I'm sure that'll be a nice trip back to South Dakota with that victory fresh in their taste of their mouth.